Hey vegan food explorers, so it is Veganuary 2021. That means there's loads of people going vegan, and I'm about to give you my 5 top tips for how to go vegan. Let's get into the video.
Please smash that like button as it really helps the channel, and also click subscribe as we've got loads of content coming up this Veganuary and onwards.
Number 1, relax. It's going to be fine. Going vegan in society is made into this absolutely massive deal. It's like you're going to not be able to eat anything. There's no vegan food out there. It's going to be so restrictive. It's going to be so hard. But that's not true at all. If you look on a meat eater's plate, this is something my friends sent me off their Christmas dinner and said, how can you go vegan? And I pointed out, which I might be a smarmy vegan, but I don't care. Because I said, well, 90% of the stuff on your plate is vegan already. Brussels sprouts, potatoes, broccoli, carrots, everything, sweet potato, the gravy's probably vegan. The only thing is that tiny little portion of meat that you've got there, and that can be swapped out pretty easily. So basically, just relax and chill. It's all going to be fine. Yes, you have to put in a bit of thought, but that's about any diet. Even if you eat meat, you still should be aware of what you're actually eating. And so now you're not eating meat, you just need to change things up. But if you actually look at how many non-vegan products there are to how many vegan products there are, the ratio is so crazy. So it's going to be absolutely fine. Relax. Right, my next, number 2, is easy swaps. So the easiest way to go vegan is not to go cold turkey. Going cold turkey is absolutely fine. Ironic name, obviously, of just completely swapping every vegan product out. But the best way is just to make easy swaps. So, for example, right, it's called the crowding out method. So, say you have your standard diet. What you do is just change one thing. So, let's say you have cereal, you have cow's milk. Fine, just swap that. Do that for a week, 2 weeks, bang. There's no difference. Most oat milks or soy milks have the exact, soy milk, for example, has the exact same amount of protein as dairy milk. It often has less fat, actually. It then has also calcium added to it. So it actually has the same amount of protein and calcium as dairy. We're not going to get into why dairy is so crazy and you should do it, because you probably know that. But easy swap, that's so easy. You just have to do that. After 2 weeks, done. Now, check your cereal. Your cereal probably is vegan, but just check it. It might not be. If it is, bang, there you go. You've done. If you have 3 meals a day, that's 33.33% of your food you eat is now vegan, which is amazing. Easy swaps, just simple. Next, what would I do? I personally would then change out my dinner meat. So I have spaghetti bolognese, easy. Spaghetti bolognese is about 90% vegan. Just swap out that beef, swap it with a Plant Pioneers from Sainsbury's, super cheap, vegan mince. It's made with soy protein again. So it has really high protein, often exactly the same, and often it can be like half the price, because you're actually not comparing it to the cheapest beef, you're comparing it to some of the high-end super lean mince, because it's very low fat, very high protein. So just keep doing that, and you can see now why it's called the crowding out method, because you crowded out all of those non-vegan foods. Just slowly, just chill. You don't need to, go back to that point number 1, relax. Just make the easy swaps. Before you know it, you'll be vegan. And that's a really easy way to do it. You're not giving up anything. You're just swapping things and getting used to it. You'll be absolutely fine. Right. Number 3. And this is kind of based on all of those different things. It's called Be a Pragmatic Vegan. Okay. So basically, don't get bogged down by all the crazy vegan police people and just the haters and people who say, oh, like for example, there's animal products in tarmac. Okay, they use, just Google it. There is, and it's crazy. There's leather in some plane seats and things like that. There's animal products in the tarmac in the tarmac. So does that mean that you don't drive on a road to go and buy your favorite vegan food from Sainsbury's? No, of course it doesn't. You just got to be realistic. We live in 2021 and there's so many different animal products in different things. So just chill. Just make as much impact as you can. By changing your diet, you're making a huge, huge, huge difference to the world. Even if you're doing, like we said before, making those easy swaps. Even if you're just changing your dairy, That's crazy. That's amazing. You're doing such a good job. Just be pragmatic. Often there's something called vitamin D, which is added, and often to cereals, and it's often from sheep's wool, which is actually found on slaughterhouse floors from when they kill sheep. That's disgusting. Crazy. I would never want to support that. However, the vitamin D in it is microscopic. It's like I can't remember how much, but it's like a tenth of a tenth of a tenth of a tenth of a gram. It's so small. And the whole rest of this product, for example, Weetabix chocolate protein. So a lot of Weetabix is 100% vegan, but this one has this tiny amount. And the animal rights activists, PETA, and the Vegan Society say, just don't worry about it. Just you should be celebrating the fact that it is basically 99.999% vegan. Be pragmatic. Don't get bogged down with all of the stupid stuff. Basically, don't eat a big McDonald's hamburger, but the rest of it, just chill and do your absolute best and you'll smash it. Okay, that was number 3. Number 4, this is a big one. Okay, calories. This one might not be for everyone, but I personally recommend it. And if you've got a decent smartphone, it is so easy. So a lot of people that go vegan come to me and go, I'm tired. I've got no energy. And it's like, well, what are you eating? And they go, oh, I'm just eating like 2 salad leaves, 1 piece of bread. And I'm like, well, and they go, oh, vegan diet doesn't work for me. I'm like, there are pro level athletes who are vegan. If they can survive being vegan, so can you. What you're not doing is you've got your non-vegan diet, which has X amount of calories. And what you've done is made a vegan diet, which has this amount of calories. It's not like for like. You can't judge it. So what you should do is download an app, which is free. It's called MyFitnessPal. It's on iOS and Android. If you have another phone, it probably is on there. Do they even have any other phones apart from iOS and Android? Get it on a laptop if you don't have a phone. But basically, go to your library. If you don't have access to a laptop, go to the library. It's free. Log on MyFitnessPal and track a typical day of your non-vegan existing diet. So, for example, you have your cereal, you have your lunch, you have your dinner. Just track it. And what you should see is your amount of calories, okay? It will be different for everyone. And that's if you feel good. So on a really good day, so you go, wow, I feel great. This is my perfect day. And actually do a real day. Don't just go, oh, I'd like to eat all this fruit. If you don't eat it, don't track it. Just add what you eat and be honest. If you have a sneaky pack of biscuits, add that. Add that and then look at it and go, right, this is 2,800 calories. Okay, now track a vegan diet, your vegan day that you plan to do. Often you'll find that it could be way less and you'll say, oh, I'm missing like 1,000 or 500 calories. Even 100 can make a difference. So what you want to do is then match it and go, okay, right, well, oh man, I didn't realize that tofu is lower calories, even though it's got loads of protein. I should have more tofu. Or if that's a bit too expensive, have another slice of bread or pasta or rice, whatever. Just make it as equal as possible. Sometimes it can actually be over. So a lot of people go, I'm going to lose weight on vegan diet. And it's like, I'm not losing weight. It's like, well, you're not losing weight because you're actually going the other way. You're eating too much and they go, oh, vegan diet made me fat. No, it didn't. It's the calories. So just track it. You don't have to track it every day. I personally do actually track it every day because I also track my protein, my carbohydrates and my fat and my calories because otherwise I either eat way too much or way too little. So I enjoy it as well. But it's not for everyone. I completely get that. But anyone can spend half an hour and do that little test and it will set you up for your vegan career. Okay. And my final 5th tip is this. Enjoy it. Go vegan. It's so much fun. It's so great. Yes, you don't have to tell everyone that you're vegan. That's fine. But you, for yourself, I assume you've gone vegan for a reason. Just keep reminding yourself of that reason. If you have Instagram, add a load of people. If you're doing it for the animals, I personally do it for the animals. I love animals, so I don't want to kill them and eat them. I want to hug them and feed them and stroke them. And so what I do is my Instagram is just full of farm animal rescue centres that save these pigs, these cows. And it's just amazing, like incredible stories you would not believe. And every day, sometimes I'm like, oh, it's just hard. And it's like, no, look at this. This is amazing. This is why I went vegan. And it just reminds you, it's more for me personally is when my friends, colleagues, family go, why are you going vegan? And I just go, I know why I'm vegan, and this reminds me, and I'm not bothered. It's like war for a duck's back, so I don't care. But if you're into it for exercise, follow some of the vegan influencers who are like ripped to shreds. Just follow them and go, bloody hell. It's like when you're at the gym and someone goes, you can't get big going vegan. It's like, well, these people have, and so can I. You want to get lean, you want to get big, whatever. If it's an environment, there's amazing Instagram channels for about the links veganism has to saving the environment. Just search it. Honestly, just go on hashtags, go on Veganuary. It's a really good start. They have an Instagram page, and just click on that and or tap on that and go through and find out. And you'll begin being suggested channels, and it's a really great resource. Also, plant-based news, go on that and just research stuff, man. There's loads to follow. Me personally, one of my favorites is Game Changers. So they have a website. There's the documentary on Netflix, which actually one of the reasons I went vegan in the end, but from being vegetarian to vegan, but definitely watch that. And then they have a website, and it has loads. It's like any question you have that's related to kind of veganism and sports, it'll be on there, honestly. Just Google it. I think they have a search bar as well. But yeah, it's all free. It's all free. It just takes half an hour of time. So those were my 5 tips. If you need any more tips, honestly, message me or go on my Instagram page, where I'd probably be able to read messages more, but it's called Your Vegan Food Explorer. That's the tag. Just type it in, click or follow, DM me. You have a question, you go, I've got this calories, I don't understand calories, they're crazy. Ask me. I hate MyFitnessPal. Tell me. I'd love to hear it, and I can help you. So those are my 5 top tips. They really helped me, and I wish I had those top tips when I went vegan. This would be really helpful. But also, as you're going to go for a month, if you're a new vegan, you're going to learn some tips as well. So if you have any, tell me. I love to hear them, because I can change my 5 tips. I can make it 10, I can make it 20, whatever. But hopefully that really helps, and I wish you all the best of luck this Veganuary. Peace. See you in the next video.